Hello guys, in this video let's look at detailed steps in creating and executing C program. In the previous videos I told you basic steps. So actually between the second and third step, that is between compilation and execution, there are more steps that takes place. So let's see all of them. So first step is as I told you previously, editing, which is done by the program called editor, and this gives us high level source code, and the file will be some file name .c. And the second step is there is another step called pre-processing, which is done by a program called preprocessor, and after this we get pre-processed source code. So the important thing you have to remember is after pre-processing also the code will be high level source code, but it is pre-processed source code, and the extension will be .i, and this goes as input to compiler, and the step that happens here is compilation. So compilation is done by a program called compiler, and after compilation the next step is assembling. So the compiler actually generates assembly code, assembly language code, and the file will be filename .s. So the extension will be .s, and assembling will be done by a program called assembler. What does an assembler do is it converts assembly language code into machine code, and the output of assembler is something called object file, which contains machine code ones and zeros. So the name of this file will be some file name .o for object file. And after this there is another program called linker, which does the task of linking. So the program name is linker, and the final output of linker is the complete executable file, that is a.out, which contains machine code. So this is the file we are going to execute to see the output. This file contains zeros and ones, and the final thing is execution, which is done by operating system. So these are the detailed steps in creating and executing a C program. So in the basic steps we have seen editing, compilation, and execution. So these are the detailed steps, and I am going to explain a little more. What happens in this pre-processing step is, so you can see the C program here where I am displaying a simple message, welcome to C programming. So I am including a header file. I already told you this header file contains predefined code which is used in our program. So the code I am using is printf. This printf is available in this header file. So in the pre-processing step, the preprocessor will copy all the code which is available in stdio.h file into our own file. I mean this file. That is, it copies and pastes the code into filename.c file. And that combined code is called pre-processed source code. And this code is input to compiler. Compiler converts this pre-processed source code into assembly code, and the assembler converts the assembly code into object file. So this is the object file of our .c file, our source file. And what does linker do is, linker will link or combine our object file with other object files of libraries. Object files of libraries. Libraries in the sense the header files. Libraries like stdio.h. So this header file contains the declaration for printf function. So there is obviously some code for printf function which is being executed. That code is available in the object files of the libraries. So that code is combined with our own object code. And finally, the combined object code is available in a.out, which is executed, and you can see the output here. Welcome to C programming. So these are the detailed steps in creating and executing C programs. Thank you.